Well, hi guys. Welcome back to another episode of Withdrawal from Reality Gaming. Today we're still continuing with playing Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved. I'm your host Longshore. So let's get to it. We've got a lot to do today. Let's see here. Oops. Okay. So I took the chisel. Remember I told you about that at the end of the last episode, the obsidian chisel. And I almost wore it out here, but look at this. I have redone the hobbit hole. Kind of built the little bedroom with a skylight. And you can even do the glass like this. This is quite clear glass. One thing to note with this though is it doesn't, once you've done the blocks like this, it doesn't carry a redstone signal. So these are just stone blocks. Most were here, and I cooked up one, put it in the inventory and made it a block like this. And then when I was down in the mines getting resources, I would just click the panel and then mine it, and it stays stone. So it's kind of a cheaty way to get stone type material. I even put a skylight in above our new crafting area. I have left this. I figure we'll deal with that at another time. And then there's some I'm thinking of expanding out this way yet, but I figured a lot to do today. We want to put the coke oven in here and the blast furnace in here, and remember our goal was to get to the tool forge so we can make the better tools, the hammer and the excavator and the lumber axe. One thing, I organized our resources a little bit, so this is kind of where we're at with the ores and a few diamonds. No emeralds as of yet, but that's alright. But you can make these better barrels. They're pretty simple. They're just logs on the outside, a chest in the middle, and a flat plank on top. I think they're called the better barrel. So they'll hold up to 64 stacks of 64. So that's cool. All right, our mission for the moment is to get some slime blocks and some slime balls for crafting. We want to be able to craft these doors today, and then the tool forge if we can get to it. But the tool forge actually requires quite a few tools, so we may not get to it, but we're going to try to get working that direction. Our farm is looking good. Yeah, I've been inside a lot, so. Okay, I was thinking we could go to one of those islands in the sky, one of these guys. And I should tell you this too, when I was down here, let's see, right here was where the vines were, and I kind of continued exploring a little bit, and I found moss cobblestone over here, so I just mined it up and put the mossy enchant on all my tools. And then this one I've been trying to fortune out. I got to 309 of 450, so it's fortune 2, but you can put just one on there and it grows by itself, but if it kind of help it along, so that this will become our fortune pick in the future, so we'll just keep it as we get, the better, faster tools with the redstone and stuff. But for now, I just kind of doing it the old-fashioned way, the hard way. And then this one's pretty much obsolete, but I've been keeping it around just for if I'm doing a lot of cobblestoning or something. And then this one, we really got to upgrade, so I want to get to some better tools today too. So alright, let's do a little cut here and we'll meet you at the slime block. Alright guys, here we are next to the village, and the island is in the sky right there, and it's kind of tricky to get yourself lined up. I usually aim for the sides so that way you can go in, you don't have to bore through the center of that. So I don't know exactly where we are, but might be off a couple of blocks. So I forgot to bring a couple of stacks of blocks, so I had to actually go back again and get some blocks, but that's alright. Up we go. Last week I had built the jetpack, so I was able to just fly up there when I got to it, but the recipes are so much harder that's not doable here. Whew, long way up. Alright, more blocks. Sounds kind of pretty from up here. I think we're going to wind up being under it a little bit. That's all right. Yeah. Yep, that's... We are in. Okay, now I think if we can get these trees, we can grow them ourselves. Oh, there's a slimy. Let's kill the slimy. One thing I forgot to mention too is I made this sword out of rubies, and you don't have to put them in the smelter at all. You just can put them in the tool station and with the rubies and make the different parts. So I did that, and then I put this moss on there and service quartz. Oh wow, I can't jump up on that. Oh, maybe I can. All right. So yeah, moss to heal, and then 2 quartz to give it a little extra attack damage. So 7 hearts is pretty good for plus 14 attack damage. Pretty good for early game. So we'll just hang on to that. I figured, you know, do it right. Let's see. I'm hoping it drops a seed. Slimy sapling. Yep, that's what we want. So we can grow them right next to our hobbit hole. And we'll just take them all so we have all the slime we need. When I did the one last week, I was in a slime chunk, but I have yet to see a slime. So I figured we'll just do this, make it easy on ourselves. Alright, now I'm going to leave this, yeah, because sometimes a king slime spawns. And gives you good loot, but I have heard that. I just haven't experienced it for myself. So I think we'll leave this intact. We might come back and play with it a little more. Now, I don't know if that stuff has to grow on slimy grass, but I'm going to take a few slimy grass just to go ahead and grow the trees on slimy grass. Blue slime dirt, yeah. We'll leave that for the saplings. Cool. All right, so let's get crafting on the doors and stuff. So we'll see you back at the hobbit hole. All right, guys, here we are back at the hobbit hole. Probably have to come up with a better name for it. But what I'd like to do now is work on the doors. So I want to put a door to the outside, obviously. That's just a 6-piston door. And then I thought I'd put one into the bedroom too as sort of our safe room. So let's do that. Now this one is shallow, so we might want to use microblocks. And I thought I'd take a second to explain microblocks. You make it with this saw, which is just 2 sticks, flint, and then these are the tool rods you make in the part builder. So we'll do that. And then I have most of the parts ready to go here. So need some sticky pistons, repeaters, stuff. But I think, let's see, you put this in there, and we'll take, 16 or so. Yeah, okay, on top. Make slabs, and you put the slabs back in and you make panels, and you put the panels in and you make covers. So yeah, the covers will be useful for covering the stuff up. Let's get rid of the saw. Okay, but so let's save that for a second and start working on the outside. These are the slime blocks we got from the floating island dealie. And remember I said that you have to use vanilla stone in order to carry that redstone signal. For some reason that chisel doesn't carry stone. And then the other limitation is the sticky pistons won't stick to the chiseled stone. So yeah. Alright, so let's put them in right here. This will be the door. We may have to adjust the outside a little bit. So I think we want them one back. Whoops. Whoops. All right. Okay, now let's just go ahead and get rid of this. And we'll fix the outside up again once we're all set here. Sorry, I'm just kind of doing this from memory here. It's been a while. So I know we want one of those on top. Okay, now let's work underneath here. So we want a block there. So yeah, the signal will go into that. Okay, then we put the repeaters down. We'll figure this out. So redstone. Now I got this originally from Daedalus 822, so I want to give him credit for that. He's an Australian that he's been playing Minecraft forever, it seems like, and he just got into modded too, so it was one of the that's how I figured out to do it, because I had just happened to see he had an episode up. But this was his design from a long time ago, so I think we want to do so. Wait a sec. Yeah, we want to undo those blocks. I'm not sure if it's exactly the same as him. He might be a little more efficient than I am with this. I think we want half slabs in the middle there. Yeah, let's make a couple half slabs just for the center. Yeah, that should do. Because we're cutting that redstone signal out the sides if we don't have slab it. Okay, now should be just a matter of dropping the torches. Bam, bam. Okay. So plates on the inside. As you approach it, it just opens. And then, of course, you don't want mobs to do that, so buttons on the outside. Sweet! Now, I like to throw in glass because I like to see what I'm doing approaching, you know. What did I do with that glass? I thought I had glass. What did I do with the glass? You guys are probably seeing it and I'm not. It's under resources, obviously. Obviously. Alright, no more digging our way out every night. Do a sleepy dealy. So yeah, I'm not sure we'll need the microblocks here. Maybe I will microblock the sides just because we have so many of them. Thought I heard something. Oh, our slime trees grew in. Wow, that was quick. So I had 3. I figured I only really had room for 2, so I just popped them down right there. Alright, let's do the microblock thing. And we probably could put a full block here, but I figured we'd just see how it goes. Oh, not working too well. Sometimes it interrupts the signal, but I think we're good here. So we'll do the same here. Oh, it's a little bit finicky. Oh boy. A little bit finicky on the old microblocks. Let's see, I have to break the glass. Diddly-dee. Yeah, we don't want that. That would... See, if it's on the inside, I think it interrupts the signal. I'm not 100% on that, but... bedroom, and then the other skylight is up here. And now I'm not sure. I guess it blends alright. Oh. Put these up here to look around at one point. Kind of like to keep our home base looking nice, you know. I don't want to fuss with it too much, but the chisel is so nice with these able to do the just regular stone and make it look decent. And then even like the torches, that's a chiseled thing. Cool. All right. So let's cut here, and I'll go ahead and take care of the bedroom too. All right, guys, we're back, and I've got the door to the bedroom all taken care of. So, and then I just put microblocks on there to cover the, so it kind of can stay fairly skinny. And these are microblocks over here, but I had to leave this because of the needed a full block for the button. There might be a better way to do it. I might have been able to put it in the floor, but I think it's fine. Now, as you can see, we're walking around with 37 levels on me, so I kind of like to get rid of that. And I was thinking about putting in like a tank, an XP drain tank right here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Let's go down 4. And so I have that set up and ready to go over here. I thought I'd show you how that works. So the tanks are just obsidian and then the glass panes. And there's a couple different tanks. I like this just because I can see it. And then you want to have the drain, which is just iron bars. So that's pretty simple. And then you can use this for vanilla stuff, but you can also use it for the some of the endgame stuff. So I thought it would be cool to, maybe I'll just 4. And then I can expand it as I need it, you know. Or we can just go ahead and get a drum at some point, but we need steel for drums. Okay, here we go. Yep, there we go. It's emptying out. I think you get like 70 levels if you kill the Ender Dragon, so we're going to try to get to that pretty early. Still got to get to get the tool forge, get some jetpacks, probably at least tier 2, well, maybe tier 3, and then the crossbow just to be able to shoot him. But we'll get there. Now I think we want to do is get our blast furnace and smelter, but in order to do that we're going to need some glue, I think. One of the recipes here, I think it's, yeah, the blast furnace. Yeah, the blast furnace, you can use glue or an ender pearl, which are too expensive right now, at least till we've got to the end, or TNT. And if we find like a desert with a dungeon thingy there, we could get TNT, but I haven't come across that yet. So I think we're going to shoot for the ball of glues, and we're going to need about 3 of them, because I think blast furnace is going to take 3 of these. And then I probably will drop by the village and strip that roof of bricks, probably off camera, so we'll have enough for the blast furnace. I could probably get this going, but I'm going to just hold off on that for a minute. One other trick, when you're doing this, you can use that button above the enter, the /, the shift, and it's got the line, I don't know what it's called, but to put these little marks between your searches so that everything winds up on the same page that you're kind of when you're working. So I thought that was a neat little trick. Okay, Safari Net. First of all, the industrial hemp. Remember I said that was important from early on to make string. So we'll need a lot of string. So there's that. And then I went ahead and this is the Safari Net. And it's a single use, but you get 3. So that was another reason we got the slime balls. And so we'll just take that. And they don't stack. Fun stuff. Okay, so I think we'll go out and see if we can find a couple of horses and bring them back and throw them in the smelter and make some glue. I've been kind of making iron here. And like I said, you want to be careful, because if you get to like only 8 ingots, it'll just stay molten until you finish it off. So you want to make sure you know your quantities in there. And so see, now we're getting down there. But all right, guys, we'll go find some horses and I'll be right back with you. Alright, looks like we found ourselves a horse here. Let's try this out. I got the thing equipped. Well, I think we just right click. Yep, there we go. Single use, and they're full. Picked up one a second ago too. And I saw another one right there. I don't know if the hat's all unlocked. I don't even care at this point. So I think 3 is enough. I might do 4 just to have an extra in case I mess up. Boom. And then I thought I might, since I'm right here, I might as well go in and look around and see if I can find a villager with a good trade. Be right. Okay, guys, well, I died. I was in there with the safari nets, and I was trying to click on the villager, you know, to capture one that had a paper trade. I think it was paper for an emerald. And I accidentally left-clicked him, and it beat him back a little bit. He took a little damage, and the guards came over and shot me to death while I was still kind of messing with that. So I grabbed some backup stuff here. I'm on my way back. Sort of silly. I'm so fortunate. We just finished that XP tank too, so we really lucked out there. This is my first death in the game, and it looks like they even mark your death spots, so I think there's a grave and we should be able to recover most of our stuff. But I'm not sure why the villager wasn't letting me net him, so we might want to just kind of hold off. I probably need a more advanced net or something. Maybe you guys could let me know in the comments, or I'm filming these ahead quite a bit, so probably be a few days ahead, but I might just leave this on the back burner for a while because we're not needing emeralds right away. So okay, let me grab my stuff back and we'll get those bricks and come on back. Hopefully they don't attack me again, man, goodness. Alright guys, we're back at the base. I got the horses with me. I did. Well, so we want to make glue, and I've tried putting them in there with nothing in there, so you want to have something in there burned on the bottom. I don't think it matters what, and it will kill them and make you glue if I do this right. Yeah, he's burning up in the glue there, or in the metal. Yep, there it is. So we have glue in there. So I switch that to the bottom. And you don't need a mold for this. I thought it was like a round mold or something, and I messed around with that, wasted time. You just pour it right into an empty thing and then you have glue. And it actually makes a couple here. So that's cool. We'll put that in over here, and that'll get us our blast furnace. But we should probably get the coke oven started first, and so I got that set up, and it took a long time to make these bricks. Those bricks, I ended up making this vanilla type quick feed furnace, so I just put the, you know, I'm not going to go over vanilla stuff with you guys. But so let's get the coke oven going. Got this spot all ready for it. We're going to need the coke to make steel in the blast furnace. That's why it's important. And it's kind of slow. And eventually we'll need to get a pipe with some creosote out of their fuels. Let's put a stack of coal in there. Just get it going right away. Yeah, so it'll take a while, but we'll make some coal. And let's see here. We're gonna need more than that, huh? Because this is one taller. So okay, I'll finish off the blast furnace here, and we'll get back at it. Alright guys, well I ended up going down on the map, let's see here, way down here because I needed more sand, and I thought just cruising along the beach I'd find more sand just to finish this guy up. So we got the blast furnace finished up, and the coke oven's been working away the whole time. So we can fire up the blast furnace here, and that'll produce us steel. So that's great. And Enderman, he almost killed me, but I ended up killing him, getting the pearl from him. So that'll come in nice and handy. So we'll just save that. I ended up doing a flint shovel, which is kind of neat. I just did a stone handle and then a piece of flint. So for the head, so you need flint to repair it. But so that worked pretty good for getting the sand while I was out there. But I want to do another Maddox, something a little faster, and I was looking around at the Maddox tools, and I was considering aluminite. Aluminite is just 5 aluminum, 2 iron, and 2 obsidian, but the mining speed there you can see is 8. It'll do cobalt, so that's good. But I thought now that we're into steel, we might as well go with steel because the mining speeds are 10 and 10, and the Maddox is already a little bit slower than a shovel, and I like to just have something solid. So I think what I'll do is just make an all steel Maddox and then put the a lot of redstone on to get it fast, and then probably another moss just to keep it up. All right guys, I think that'll be about it for this episode. That was kind of a lot of work just to get our some steel going, but our next episode we need to really focus on getting some power going, maybe some survival generator. Eventually I'd like to get the water wheel, because now that we can produce creosote here, we can make the wood to make the water wheel, which will be a lot of power, but I'm not sure we'll be able to do that just yet. And then eventually we'll be able to make the steel former and the compressor to get our new tool forge to make our next tier of tools. So staying focused here. We'll get there. All right. You guys have a great day, and peace out. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye.